Title: The Silent Thief: Protecting Your Mind from Dementia. Have you ever pondered this question: is Alzheimer's disease an unavoidable tragedy or a human-made disaster that we can prevent? Today, we're going to challenge a belief you may hold dear. Those healthy habits you pride yourself on, like sleeping 9 hours a night, adhering to a strictly plant-based diet to lower cholesterol, or keeping your home meticulously clean, might be, unbeknownst to you, silently eroding your brain and contributing to the onset of dementia. This isn't fear-mongering. Consider this. Why are we seeing more and more cases of Alzheimer's, despite living in an era of unprecedented comfort? In the United States alone, millions are affected, and countless families bear the emotional and financial burden of this disease. We often dismiss memory lapses as a natural part of aging, ignoring the desperate cries for help from our brains. This video aims to expose the hidden dangers lurking within our everyday routines and uncover the true culprits behind dementia. More importantly, we'll equip you with a scientific, straightforward, and accessible brain protection plan. Please watch carefully, as it directly impacts your ability to live a lucid, independent, and dignified life in your later years. Identifying the brain assassins. Before diving in, if you value your health, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. Here, we share truths that others shy away from. And I'd like to know if you are willing to travel this road with me. If this resonates with you, please leave the number 1 in the comments, or if not, then put the number 0. If you are suffering from a similar ailment, please leave me a message and I will respond to it as soon as I can. Alzheimer's doesn't strike overnight. It's a stealthy thief, leaving subtle clues in its wake during the early stages. We must recognize these early warning signs to intervene effectively. 6 early warning signs of Alzheimer's. Warning sign. 1. Selective memory loss. This isn't just forgetting things occasionally. It's a strange phenomenon where long-ago events are crystal clear, but you can't recall what you ate yesterday, who you spoke to on the phone this morning, or a promise you made just moments ago. You might repeatedly ask the same question: what day is it today, even after being told? Important appointments are forgotten, even everyday tasks like turning off the stove, creating safety hazards. Warning. Sign number 2. Language difficulties, struggling to find the right words. During conversations, you frequently struggle to articulate your thoughts. Words are on the tip of the tongue, but you are at a loss for what to say. This results in difficult communication. For example, when trying to say, watch, you might point to your wrist and say, that thing, you know, for telling time. This difficulty expressing oneself is a direct indication of declining cognitive function. Warning. Sign number 3. Disorientation in time and space. A blurred sense of time and dates, confusing morning and afternoon, even the seasons. Even more concerning is a loss of spatial awareness. You might get lost in familiar places like your own neighborhood or the local grocery store, unable to find your way home. Warning. Sign number 4. Impaired judgment. A decline in the ability to make sound decisions. For example, dressing lightly on a cold day, or falling for sales pitches, spending a fortune on useless health supplements. This impaired judgment makes you vulnerable to scams and financial exploitation. Warning. Sign number 5. Decline in executive function. A shift from diligence to apathy. Tasks that were once easy now feel overwhelming. A skilled cook might struggle to follow a simple recipe, or someone who once took pride in maintaining their home loses interest and becomes neglectful. This loss of executive function is often mistaken for laziness, but is actually a sign of impaired abstract thinking. Warning. Sign number 6. Sudden changes in personality. A shift that causes the person to be unrecognizable. Personality changes are often the most noticeable to family members. Someone who was once mild-mannered might become irritable and easily angered, or a cheerful person might become suspicious, paranoid, and prone to accusing family members of stealing or neighbors of plotting against them. Anxiety, depression, hallucinations, and delusions can also occur. Friends, if you or a loved one experiences even one or two of these warning signs, consistently don't dismiss them. Early intervention and treatment are crucial for slowing disease progression and ensuring the best possible quality of life. Many believe Alzheimer's is a matter of bad luck, a fate we can't avoid. However, research reveals that it's often a result of our own choices, a consequence of unhealthy habits. Alzheimer's self-inflicted. The following 3 habits, which we often take for granted, can be triggers and causes of Alzheimer's culprit. 1. Excessive sleep. Too much sleep is dangerous. The old saying, "Eat well, sleep well, live long," isn't entirely accurate. Scientific studies show that too much sleep, especially for older adults, can harm the brain. A study by the University of California revealed a shocking finding. Seniors who slept more than 9 hours a night had twice the risk of developing dementia compared to those who slept 6.5 to 7.5 hours. Why? While the body rests during sleep, the brain remains active, clearing waste and consolidating memories. Excessive sleep lowers brain activity, slows blood circulation, and hinders the transmission of information between neurons. Over time, the brain becomes like a machine that's been left idle, deteriorating, and losing its memory and cognitive function. Lengthy daytime naps can also disrupt normal sleep patterns and contribute to brain sluggishness. Culprit number 2. Strict vegetarianism. Over time, the brain atrophies. More people are adopting vegetarian diets for health reasons. However, if done incorrectly, this can lead to malnutrition. Harvard University research has clearly indicated that a diet lacking omega-3 fatty acids can increase the risk of cognitive decline by 40%. The brain is a complex organ that requires various nutrients to function optimally. B vitamins, particularly B12 and omega-3 fatty acids, are crucial. These nutrients are mainly found in animal products like fish meat and dairy. Strict vegetarian diets can lead to deficiencies in these brain-boosting nutrients. Insufficient protein intake can also cause nerve degeneration, accelerating brain aging and shrinkage. Therefore, we don't advocate for eliminating meat, but rather for a balanced diet. Culprit number 3. Over-sanitization, immune dysregulation. Cleanliness is a virtue, but too much of a good thing can be detrimental. In pursuit of a sterile environment, many frequently use harsh chemicals for cleaning and disinfection. However, this may pose a risk to our health. A British study found that people living in overly disinfected environments have weaker immune systems due to a lack of exposure to microbes, making them more prone to chronic inflammation. In recent years, chronic inflammation has been increasingly recognized as a major factor in the development of various neurological conditions, including Alzheimer's disease. Some of the chemicals in these products can enter the body through inhalation or skin contact, accumulating over time and causing potential harm to the nervous system. We should maintain reasonable cleanliness, avoid excessive reliance on chemical products, and opt for natural and eco-friendly cleaning methods to foster a healthy and active immune system. The Brain Protection Plan. Now that we know the causes, let's take action. Preventing Alzheimer's is possible through everyday habits. Here are 5 simple steps that, when consistently followed, can build a strong defense for your brain. 5 steps to prevent Alzheimer's. Step number 1. Keep your brain busy. Lifelong learning. Like muscles, the brain follows the use it or lose it principle. Retirement shouldn't mean retirement for your brain. You must actively engage your mind. Deep reading. Dedicate 30 minutes daily to reading books or newspapers, not just for entertainment, but also to critically analyze the content. This effectively exercises your language and logical thinking skills. Learn new skills. Challenge yourself with new and unfamiliar activities, such as learning to use smartphone features, playing a musical instrument, painting, or knitting. These activities stimulate neuron growth and connectivity. Play brain games, engage in puzzles, crosswords, word games, card games, or board games with family or friends several times a week. These activities provide brain exercise in a fun and relaxing setting. Step number 2. Keep your body moving. Regular exercise nourishes the brain. Exercise is the best brain supplement, improving blood circulation, supplying brain cells with oxygen and nutrients, and delaying brain aging. Recommended exercise. Harvard Medical School studies show that 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic exercise per week, such as brisk walking, jogging, swimming, dancing, or cycling, can reduce the risk of dementia by 35% to 50%. Yoga or Pilates. Yoga and Pilates are great for flexibility, balance, and core strength. They are adaptable for different fitness levels and are widely available in community centers and gyms. Plus, some studies suggest mind-body practices like these are beneficial for cognitive function. Resistance training. Lifting weights using resistance bands, or even doing bodyweight exercises like push-ups or squats, strengthens muscles and has been linked to improved cognitive health. Finger exercises. Don't underestimate the power of your fingers. They are a reflection of the brain. Dedicate a few minutes daily to finger exercises such as mimicking, playing the piano, tapping your fingers in sequence, or clenching and extending your fists. These simple movements can significantly delay brain aging. Step number 3. Maintain social connections. Leave the house and embrace the community. Loneliness is toxic to the brain. Social isolation deprives the brain of cognitive stimulation, accelerating decline. A study of 2,100 seniors found that those who actively participated in social activities experienced 70% less cognitive decline than those who were socially isolated. Reach out, call, or video chat with friends and family to share life's moments. Join groups. Participate in community interest groups like book clubs, volunteer organizations, gardening clubs, or senior centers to find like-minded companions. Engage in simple interactions. Greet neighbors during walks to foster social connections. Step number 4. Nourish your brain. Eat nutritiously. Scientific diets trump supplements. Eating well is the best prevention. Mediterranean diet studies have shown that adhering to a Mediterranean diet rich in vegetables, fruits, fish nuts, and olive oil can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's by 30% to 35%. Brain-boosting foods. Walnuts. Rich in unsaturated fatty acids, a handful a day is beneficial. Fatty fish, salmon, tuna, sardines. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, rich in antioxidants. Leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, good source of vitamins and minerals. Incorporate these foods into your daily meals. Step number 5. Foster emotional well-being. Maintain a peaceful mindset. Extreme emotional fluctuations are like a storm in the brain, causing significant harm to the nervous system. Regulate emotions. Discuss concerns with family and friends instead of bottling them up. Cultivate hobbies. Redirect your attention to activities that bring you joy, such as gardening, fishing, woodworking, or listening to music. Practice mindfulness. Take time each day to meditate, practice deep breathing exercises, or engage in other relaxation techniques. Maintain a positive outlook. Always try to see the bright side of situations and cultivate gratitude. Now, friends, we've comprehensively covered the topic of Alzheimer's. Let's recap the key points. First, be vigilant and recognize the 6 early warning signs: memory loss, language difficulties, disorientation, impaired judgment, decline in executive function, and personality changes. Don't delay if you notice these signs. Seek medical attention immediately. Second, eliminate the 3 major culprits in your lifestyle: excessive sleep, strict vegetarianism, and over-sanitization. Finally, take proactive steps to protect your brain. Keep your brain busy, your body moving, your social life active, your emotions stable, and your diet balanced. These are the most effective and economical ways to combat Alzheimer's. As we age, various physical ailments are inevitable. We don't want to burden our children, but brain health is paramount. It affects your quality of life, dignity, and the happiness of your entire family. Neglecting your brain health can cause a once vibrant and intelligent person to become unrecognizable. You've worked hard your entire life and deserve a lucid, joyful, and dignified retirement. Therefore, for your own sake and for the sake of your loved ones, prioritize brain health starting today. Make these methods a part of your daily routine. Every small change is an investment in safeguarding your most precious memories. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your family members. If you want to receive more evidence-based practical health advice that can truly transform your life, please subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video.